Hi. I might as well film another one of these. I'm Richard. I run MrHedgerows in here, Australia and the UK. We moved here during COVID in 2020. It was in September. We were due to move in the May. Flights got cancelled in March, I think, or just before. I managed to retain my money with Singapore Air, who put us on our way to Australia as fast as they could. We had to pester them a bit, but they were pretty good. They offered me a refund and I was like, nah, we need to get there. So yeah, we had to do everything at short notice. It was very stressful. We'd obviously cancelled all our rent, everything. We'd told everybody we were moving, we'd done everything. So we had to sort of then get back in touch with our letting agent, and then get in touch with the landlord, who was already found another tenant for a house. It was all very, very stressful. Anyway, I said I don't know what I'm going to earn. I don't know if I'm going to be able to earn. So I did a week-to-week payment, and I never faltered on it. I just kept going with all the advice and whatever that was about. I actually stayed working, and important part of staying in business is just find a way to roll with the punches. So I kept my lad on, who I had working for me, who was supposed to buy a portion of the business off me, but that's a whole other story. I kept him on, and I did a little bit of gardening here and there, and I set up a concierge service whereby I could still get hold of materials and plants and soil and all that kind of thing. So I was just basically buying and selling and delivering all manner of things to all kind of people that couldn't get hold of anything. And a lot of people were gardening at the time, so they bought vegetables and soil and compost and plant pots and basically whatever I could get hold of. I even was supplying the odd builder with loose sand and bags of cement and all that kind of thing at the time. So that's how I kept my business running in the UK whilst planning my business and move here. It was super stressful. I literally took a week just to freak out, have a mini breakdown and go, fuck it, let's get it. And you know what? I really enjoyed the restrictions in COVID. It was so peaceful, it was easy to get around, and I spent so much more time with my family. It was awesome. Anyway, eventually we got on a plane September, after finding out we were going to have to do quarantine, which almost put me off because I spent my life outside. I work outside for a reason. A lot of it's to do with my mental health and a need to be outside in nature. I like it. And the thought of spending 14 days in a hotel room was, so stressful. So stressful. I also, during COVID, I employed my brother because he was a bit sick of his job. So that secured that part of the business for me, because the guy that was supposed to be buying it off me basically stitched me up and got together with the clients, and I'd set it up beautifully for him. He'd been working for me for a few years and he was meant to buy it, and he just basically decided that he couldn't afford it or didn't want to give me the money for it, and went and did his own thing. Kept my clients, and my clients stayed with him because he'd been working for them by design for the last couple of years while I was doing other things, gardening, landscaping and other bits and pieces. And so he stitched me up, truly. So I had to rebuild basically hedgerows in the UK during COVID with my little bro, which we did. Had some help with a couple of other mates and labourers, and we got that back off the ground. It was a bit shaky, but we did it, and I bailed. Flew to Australia, which was weird experience, wearing masks and sitting apart, and I mean, except my family, but you heard it around, didn't really see anyone at the airports. Heathrow was relatively busy, but Singapore was really quiet, and that we were heat checked and scanned and swabbed and Christ knows what else. And eventually we got to Brisbane Airport to be driven down to the Gold Coast, and a coach load of us, and then escorted to our hotel room by police. And then the door was shut on us for 2 weeks, which was exciting, to say the least.